perfect for crafting, mending, or designing, a good sewing machine offers the precision, speed, and versatility to make every project come together as you envision it. Whether you're a beginner, a DIY enthusiast, or a seasoned pro, finding the best sewing machine can be a game changer for your creative projects. In this video, we've rounded up the top 5 best sewing machines that offer the perfect mix of performance, features, and value, so you can stitch with confidence. From budget-friendly options to professional-grade machines, we've got something for everyone. You'll find links to all the machines mentioned in the description below, complete with the latest prices and deals. So stick around to see which sewing machine fits your needs best. Number 5. Singer 9960 Quantum Stylist. The Singer 9960 Quantum Stylist is a highly capable machine, able to tackle even the most complex sewing projects. With an incredible 600 available stitch options, it boasts enough variety to satisfy even the most discerning sewer. It also offers 13 buttonhole styles, fantastic work lighting, and a well-designed automatic thread cutter. Despite its complexity, we found it relatively easy to set up and use, comparable to the Brother CS 5055 in that sense. However, the true advantage of the Quantum Stylist is its sewing performance. This model earned high marks on all of our stitching evaluations, performing especially well in our zipper, multi-layer denim, and blind hem tests, all of which are a challenge for most machines. In terms of stitch variety, my CO tester mentioned, I love all the interesting and unique stitches this machine can produce. We think it will catch the eye of anyone who likes to add decorative stitching to their projects. Overall, this machine will probably be most appreciated by those with significant sewing experience. That said, if you're willing to take the time to learn it, I think Singer did a good job of packaging its complexity into a relatively easy-to-use package. If you've been dreaming of more stitches to embellish your projects, the 9960 Quantum Stylist is a fantastic option. Lastly, we were also impressed with the ease and quality of the buttonholes on this machine, tying with the Singer 70258 Stylist as one of our top performers for this task. But be careful not to get in over your head. I would only recommend all of this customization to someone with the experience to properly utilize it. We did have some problems with the default tension settings and had to make some tweaks to get it just right. Additionally, the needle threading and bobbin winding processes were only average and not as intuitive as on the Juki HLF 300. If a balance of ease and performance is what you're after, that is the model I would recommend. The instruction manual is also a bit clumsy to read, requiring a lot of flipping back and forth to find and follow directions. Number 4. Singer 7258 Stylist. If you are new to sewing or are looking for a good all-around machine, the Singer 7258 Stylist is a great choice. It is among the easiest to use and set up, and it has a respectable library of 100 stitches that should cover most projects. The 7258 Stylist stands out in particular for the buttonholes it produces. Our testers noted excellent stitch quality and appreciated the straightforward one-step process. One tester explained, "It makes some of the tidiest, most functional buttonholes I have seen, a quality only matched by the Singer 9960 Quantum Stylist. However, unlike the 9960, the 7258 Stylist is relatively beginner-friendly. It has a built-in thread cutter, a semi-automatic needle threading process, and an automatic bobbin winder that makes it easy for beginners to get started on their first sewing project without major frustration." That's not to say this machine isn't capable of satisfying veteran users as well. It performed above average in all of our sewing evaluations, and stood out specifically in our blind hem and multi-layer denim tests, prompting our team to admit that amateur and veteran users will have no problem quickly and efficiently working through their projects with this sewing machine. While the stitch quality on this machine is quite high, it didn't earn top honors the Singer 9960 and the Brother HC 1850 did, and it performed just average in our zipper test. Plus, one tester said, "I found the work light to be a bit dim compared to other machines like the Brother CS 7000 times. Still, the stitches produced by the Singer 7258 are sufficient for most projects, and its ease of use and modest price tag make it an enticing option for anyone seeking a machine they can learn on but won't quickly outgrow. If you want to save a few more bucks and buttonholes aren't something you often need to work on, check out the Brother CS5055. But if you want a hassle-free and competent machine that will make neat buttonholes in almost any project, the Singer 7258 Stylist is the model I recommend. Number 3. Juki HZEL F300. The Juki HZEL F300 was the highest scoring sewing machine in our lineup, demonstrating some of the best performance time and again throughout our testing. One of our reviewers said, "I'm impressed. This machine is a powerhouse. Not only does it handle basic stitches efficiently, but it runs just as quickly through more challenging materials. It had no problem going through multiple layers of denim, double-layered quilting batting, and almost anything else we tossed at it. It attached zippers proficiently, though it was slightly outperformed in this specific test by both the Genome 3160 QDCT and the Genome Mod 50. With a max speed of 900 stitches per minute, you are guaranteed a fast turnaround time, provided your hands can keep up. The entire testing team was also impressed by how easy this machine is to use, despite its complex capabilities. One reviewer particularly loved the needle threading system, saying, "The process is, for all intents and purposes, almost fully automatic." Lead tester Austin Palmer agreed, stating, "It's great, fast, and the easiest machine I have used. The exceptional lighting and the fully automated thread cutter are the icing on the cake. The Juki HZEL F300 offers 16 different buttonhole styles, more than any other machine we tested. However, we were less impressed with the quality of the results." Another reviewer mentioned, "The buttonholes aren't bad, but they aren't on par with what I saw in other stitches made by this machine." Still, the Juki performed above average in this metric. The main reason this machine didn't earn our top recommendation is its price. It is a considerable investment that is likely more suitable for someone deeply dedicated to the craft. Users looking to undertake small projects or the occasional patch would be much better served by other machines in our lineup which retail for considerably less, like the Brother HC 1850. Or, if you want over 600 stitch types and want to save some money, check out the Singer 9960 Quantum Stylist. However, if you want top-tier performance and plan to use it to its full capabilities, the Juki will not disappoint. Number 2. Brother CS5055. The Brother CS5055 is a reliable sewing machine with a manageable price tag, making it ideal for those just starting their sewing journey. Throughout our testing, our favorite aspect of the CS5055 was its ease of use. The stitch setup process is intuitive and comparable to higher-end machines like the Brother XR 9550. Numbered directions guide you through placing the bobbin and threading the machine, which is incredibly helpful for anyone new to the mechanics of a sewing machine. The CS5055 offers a selection of 60 different stitch styles, not a huge amount compared to the 185 offered by the Brother HC 1850, or the staggering 600 from the Singer 9960 Quantum Stylist. However, the 60 stitch options are more than enough to cover basic sewing and mending tasks. The computerized interface is easy to use, and one CO tester noted, "Even though the display screen is not backlit, I still found it pretty easy to read." When it comes to stitch quality, this model produced high-quality stitches on most of our test fabrics. The buttonhole setup is a little more involved, but the resulting quality is above average. While there is a lot to like about the CS5055, we were disappointed by how this machine handled a zipper. Several testers had trouble with the presser foot, noting that it didn't feel stable during operation. We also had some slight issues with bobbin tension. One tester reported, "The CS5055 bunched up the fabric a bit in a few of the tests I completed." Still, these are minor inconveniences for those seeking a great deal on a new sewing machine, especially beginners. If you are okay with spending a bit more, both the Brother CS7000 times and the Brother HC 1850 offer more precision and advanced features that will be appreciated by sewers taking on more complex projects. But if you are new to sewing or only plan to do light alterations, the Brother CS5055 is our top recommendation and a great way to save some cash. Number 1. Brother HC 1850. The Brother HC1850 is the sewing machine I'd recommend for nearly every at-home sewer, but especially for those who value convenience and efficiency. It is a user-friendly computerized machine that is suitable for beginners, but is also capable of handling more complex sewing projects you might take on as your skills grow. In the words of our reviewer, "I can't get over how easy it is to operate." Another tester noted that when setting up a stitch, other machines make it more confusing than it needs to be, but with this machine, setup was simplistic and pretty straightforward. This model offers a selection of 185 stitch options and 8 different buttonhole styles, so you'll likely find the perfect stitch for any project. Our tester liked the easy-to-read numerals on the digital screen, noting that it's easier to find the right setting than on some other displays. In terms of stitch customization, the HC1850 is also above average. It has a maximum stitch width of 7 mm and a maximum stitch length of 5 mm, both of which provide a greater range of adjustability than many other machines. For reference, the Genome Mod 19 has a max stitch width and length of just 5 mm and 4 mm, respectively. I found the one-step buttonhole process of the HC1850 to be significantly easier than the 4-step method found on other models. However, it's still not the top of the pack when making buttonholes on trickier stretch fabrics. On easy fabrics like cotton muslin, buttonholes come out looking beautiful, but one tester reported, "I had issues with the needle jumping at the start on many other fabrics, creating an odd offshoot of the stitching." If your typical sewing projects include items like jackets or dress shirts that feature button closures, the Singer 7258 Stylist earned one of the top scores for buttonhole quality. However, if your plans for adding buttonholes are minimal, the HC1850 excels at everything else, and with its reasonable price, I can solidly recommend this for almost any hobbyist sewer. So, that wraps up our look at the top 5 best sewing machines. Whether you're a beginner looking for an easy-to-use model like the Brother CS5055, an all-around hobbyist who would love the Brother HC1850, or a seasoned pro ready for the powerhouse performance of the Juki HLF300, there's a perfect machine on this list for you. Which machine caught your eye? Are you working on a specific project that one of these would be perfect for? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this guide helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more reviews on the best tools for your creative projects. Thanks for watching and happy sewing!